There are only two things that are confirmed in life. Those being death and taxes. Yep, we're in that part of Webtoon today. I always try to give everything a chance. It's a good way to find new, interesting, and often really good things, especially Webtoon series, as there are always new Webtoon series that are coming out, and I always give them a shot. There are a bunch of ones that I recommend checking out. Time Roulette is fun, Maybe Meant to Be is cute and charming, and there are plenty of other series that are creative and fun. But when you try to stand out, you sometimes end up with the weirdest premise ever, but I should explain. The Tax Reaper is a Webtoon original series that follows Jaeyeon Shin. Jaeyeon Shin has had a very difficult life, with his father out of the picture and his brother literally running away from them, claiming that he hates his family. Jaeyeon Shin was left alone with his mother. Because of this, he spent years working himself to the bone, taking any job he could, whether it be handing out flyers or working at a distribution company, studying any chance he got, working hard to overcome his terrible situation he was left in. While all of this was happening, one day he started seeing these random, mysterious numbers floating above people's heads, and no one else could see them. Unsure if they meant lifespan, combat ability, number of lies told, it wasn't until his life was looking up that he learned what those numbers meant. As when he started his job in general affairs in a well-known company, his hard-working attitude didn't stop. As when he was going over the books, he noticed about $94,000 missing. Thank you for the conversion, Webtoon. When he goes to confront his boss about this blatant tax evasion, his boss tells him to drop it and leave it alone. But that's the moment when it all clicked for our main lead, as he realized what the numbers above people's heads meant, as his senior VP had the exact same number above his head. These numbers were how much people have evaded in taxes. That's right, taxes. Because of this, Jaeyeon Shin's special ability and his moral righteousness, he calls out the VP, getting him arrested for tax evasion. However, things don't always work out for our main character, as he was fired for ratting out his VP and is unable to find a new job, since big companies talk and no one wants to hire a whistleblower, a snitch, a rat, a traitor. But after this moment, he realizes his new goal. As the entire world is filled with people who commit tax evasion, robbing thousands of dollars from the government. Eventually, after some heartache, some struggle, and some roadblocks, our main character, Jaeyeon Shin, becomes a civil servant to fight against those who commit tax evasion. This series is the best example of outrageous premise but beautiful execution. If I came up to you and asked if you wanted to read a story about tax evasion, you would probably look at me weird. And I wouldn't blame you. Not only are taxes literally the opposite of entertaining, but reading a story about a government official's fight against tax evasion and corrupt people might seem slightly interesting to some people, but on a platform with some absolutely fantastic series, ranging from a world filled with superpowered people and we follow the one who's not, or even a romance drama series that follows the Greek legend of Persephone and Hades. So why does a series about tax evasion stick out so much? While this series is under the drama genre, it's a weird mix of action and mystery. Watching our main character Jaeyeon Shin figure out how these corrupt and crummy business people are committing tax evasion is honestly very interesting. Like a mystery or a detective series, we get to see him put together on how these people broke the law, connect the dots, investigate, talk to witnesses, gather evidence, and talk to other civil servants, which all culminates in the action set pieces. Now, the action in this series isn't the same as the action in most other series. Unlike high-stake fights with cool weapons or interesting powers or whatever else you're used to, this series uses action to show the tension of the confrontation. Each time Jaeyeon Shin meets with someone he's doing a tax investigation on, it's almost like battle mode turns on. Each point, each bit of evidence, each part of the argument is almost like a hit. Anywhere from a boxing match to a battle with giant snakes, which is pretty fitting with these people, even battles between angels and devils. These scenes are honestly the coolest. Watching each piece of evidence drop is like watching detectives figure out a crime scene or playing Ace Attorney. It's honestly a blast to watch it all go down. But this brings us to an important part of the series: the morality. The series has an underlying aspect in which Jaeon Shin battles moral compromises. Life is full of compromises, and sometimes in life, others want you to compromise your morals. Jaeon Shin faces this a lot. It was the original reason he was fired. He's also offered riches and chances to have an easy life, but to look the other way, to ignore this tax evasion. But he always chooses the right thing, the lawful and moral decision. Even when he's had a terrible life, a father who's passed away, a brother who's run away, taking care of a mother and being treated as a traitor in the business world, he would still rather make the right choice. And I think that's pretty cool. Go check out The Tax Reaper on Webtoon now, and I hope I'll see you next week. Take care.